Can you imagine that Scar, the legendary villain from The Lion King, might have had children we never knew about? Could there be heirs to Scar living in the Pride Lands or somewhere far from Simba and the rest of the Pride? In this video, we'll talk about all the cubs that could potentially be Scar's children, and we'll analyze their relationship with him one by one. Stay with me till the end, because there are surprises you may hear for the first time. Let's start by asking an important question. The relationship between Zira and Scar was very mysterious. Zira is one of the strongest characters to appear in The Lion King 2, Simba's pride. She had a deep hatred for Simba and dreamed of bringing back Scar's reign. But the question no one has clearly answered is, did Zira truly love Scar? Or was her relationship with him based on ambition and convenience? If we look at Zira's actions, we notice she was willing to sacrifice everything to avenge Scar. She was ready to sacrifice herself, her cubs, and anyone from her group. In many scenes, it feels like her emotions towards Scar were more than just political loyalty. They seemed emotional as well. However, there's no clear confirmation from the film or the filmmakers that they truly loved each other. And this opens up another important question. If she really loved him this much, why didn't she have cubs with him? Why is there no scene or dialogue that shows Scar and Zira having children together, or even with anyone else? Also, it's important to note, Zira herself clearly stated that Kovu was not Scar's son. She explicitly said that Kovu was chosen by Scar to be his heir, not that he was his biological son. This is a very important point we need to address. If Kovu had been Scar's son, Zira would have proudly said so, instead of hiding it. Moreover, there isn't a single scene in either the original movie or the second film that shows any sign of Scar having children. So we have to ask, did Scar really die without leaving behind any heirs? Or is there something hidden from the audience? Let's move on to the part we're all waiting for. Who could be Scar's cub? The first name that comes to mind is Kovu. Kovu appears in The Lion King 2, and it's clear that he was trained by Zira to kill Simba and take his place as king. But as we mentioned, Zira said Kovu was not Scar's son. Also, if we look at Kovu's character, we find that he is very different from Scar's nature. Kovu loves peace. He doesn't enjoy violence. He wants to live a simple life with Kiara, and he is not interested in power or ruling. This further confirms that Kovu is not Scar's real son. Let's move on to the second name, Nuka. Nuka is Zira's oldest cub, the older brother to Kovu and Vitani. If we focus a little on Nuka's character, we'll notice some strange behaviors. Nuka often feels inferior. He is constantly trying to prove himself and is clearly jealous of Kovu. It's as if he feels that his mother favors Kovu, even though he is the oldest. There are many theories that suggest Nuka could actually be Scar's son. One of these theories suggests that Scar fathered Nuka with Zira, but when he saw that Nuka didn't meet his expectations, he decided to find another heir and chose Kovu instead. There is also an important detail to consider. Nuka's fur is darker, and his hair is styled in a way that's similar to Scar's. Even his violent and reckless actions resemble Scar's behavior, though there is a clear difference in intelligence and cunning. And of course, there's the most famous theory that suggests Nuka was always trying to prove his strength, to prove he was worthy of being Scar's real son, but he was always seen by Zira as falling short of her expectations. Let's talk about the last name, Vitani. Vitani is another character that sparks debate. Although her appearance isn't an exact replica of Scar, there is a subtle resemblance in her eyes and her defiant attitude. Some fans believe Vitani might be Scar's daughter, but not with Zira. It's possible that she could be the daughter of an earlier relationship, or from one of Scar's lionesses, especially considering that during Scar's reign, the hyenas were in control, and there wasn't much focus on family relationships or legacy. So it's very possible that Scar fathered children without Disney showing this directly in the story. Let's take a moment and ask ourselves, if Scar did have children, where did they go when Simba took over the throne? Did Simba kill them? Or did they escape with the other exiles he banished from the Pride Land? Some of the unofficial Disney stories suggest that some cubs escaped and disappeared when Simba took back the throne, and they may have included Vitani, Nuka, and Kovu among these cubs. This makes the possibility of them being Scar's children not completely out of the question. One more thing to note. In the series The Lion Guard, which explores events before and after The Lion King 2, characters like Kiara's brother, appeared, and we learned more about the external lands and the exiles. But even with these details, there's no official confirmation that Vitani or Nuka are Scar's children. Disney clearly left this issue open for interpretation. perhaps to maintain the mystery that makes the world of the Lion King even more intriguing. And after all that, we need to think about Scar's legacy and his reign over the lands. Scar was known for helping the animals survive a severe drought, and at one point, he passed the throne to his son after his death. He was doing everything in his power to ensure his lineage continued by fathering cubs, to maintain his power and continue his plans. But the question remains, did Scar have cubs? And could we have seen his children in the film? The answer remains unclear, but the theories are intriguing and still up for debate. In the end, the official answer for now is, there's no confirmation. But Scar's legacy in ruling the Pride Lands was full of plans and ambitions, and many details are still left open for fans to explore. Did Scar really have children? Was he planning on fathering cubs to inherit the throne after him? If Disney had revealed Scar's children, what would their story have been like? Would they have been able to keep the throne? Let me know in the comments. If you were in Disney's shoes, would you want Scar to have children? And if so, which one of them do you think could be his heir? Nuka or Vitani?